Hello everybody, now for the next video, and this has got, and I'm tying some of these movies in together, but this one has got this is another Stuart Townsend flick that he was in, except for this time instead of being the or like the lead character, he actually played a bad guy in this movie, and it's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This is also based on a comic book, and it's got Sean Connery in it, of course, and Jason Fleming, Peter Wilson, Shane West. Shane West, I think, plays the Tom Sawyer. Peter Wilson plays Mina Harker, and Stewart plays Dorian Gray. Well, Peter Wilson, you'll know her from the film Nikita. Of course, Sean Connery, I don't need to tell you about him. You know, everybody and their sister knows who Sean Connery is. I mean, he may be like Goldie Hawn says in First Wives Club. Sean Connery may be 5 million years old or something like that, but he's still a hunk. Yeah, he's still good looking. This one is actually slightly off of the comic books, and I know why. I mean, after watching this movie, I could give you a pretty good reason as to why. What it is Mina Harker, Peter Wilson's character, is the lead of The Extraordinary Gentleman. They could very well put that into a movie with her as the lead, because, you know, what guy wants to go see an action flick where the woman's in charge? I mean, you know, I can think of one offhand that gets pulled off really well, and it's one of my favorite. It's my one of my top 2 favorite movies of all time, and it's Tank Girl, and that works out beautifully in that movie. Of course, you know, it's all about women anyway. You know, it's a power girl movie. But anyway, this is actually a decent movie. Jason Fleming, he is in another horror flick that Johnny Depp's in, and I didn't bring that movie up to do the review on it tonight, so you're not going to get to see that one right away, but you will soon, and I'll bring it up when, you know, I get a chance to. But the thing is, Jason Fleming actually plays Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, both of them. And, I mean, I have to applaud him. He did a really good job on playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I was watching some of, like, the, you know, behind-the-scenes documentary that's on this DVD. Yeah, he said that outfit was, you know, extremely uncomfortable because it was, like, hot and, you know, everything, and he just had to do all this running around and everything. But he enjoyed playing Dr. Jekyll more because, you know, he's very accustomed to, after having played, you know, like in From Hell, you know, the proper Victorian gentleman, which this is set during, you know, Victorian era anyway, you know, and, you know, it's a really interesting, you know, flick. I mean, they have it. I can show you here. It's Dorian. There's Stuart Townsend where my middle finger is. Then Jason Fleming. That's Peter Wilson. Of course, you know who this is, Sean Connery. And then they have, you know, Tom Sawyer, the guy that plays Tom Sawyer, Captain Nemo, and the Invisible Man, or Jack Skinner. I'm sorry, I've got dropsy on top of it. But anyway, it's a decent, you know, guy flick. If you want to watch a guy flick and, you know, people throwing knives and shooting at each other and talking about world wars in the 19th century. Anyway, I'm going to pause here and get the next movie out, which is not related to any of it, okay? Hang on.